Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick demo of what I was able to get done mostly tonight. The last couple days were spent trying to figure out a way to do like a grid system over a sphere. Um, I looked into a couple ways that involved a whole lot of math that I didn't want to do. And what I came up with was just making a model in Blender and letting Blender do the math and everything and make the hex grid. There's a few pentagons involved as well. And then I split up the meshes into, so each hex or each little tile is its own mesh. And then what I did from there was I put these sphere colliders on all the meshes, and when we run the game, the script will detect the adjacent tiles and then put them into a list. So then that way we can like filter the different stat boosts or whatever you want to call it through this script to its adjacent tiles. Like each one has, its whole list of 5 or 6 adjacent tiles, depending on whether it's a hex or a pentagon. Another thing I did was movement of the earth, so we can go WASD to move around, or the arrow keys. We can also use the middle mouse button to kind of click and drag. And then I also have like the moon and the sun kind of animated and moving around here a little bit, just for, a little extra kicks. And then I have it so that when you click, the tiles turn green. I just did that so that I could test out, changing the colors and stuff. So I don't know. That's pretty much where I'm at. I pushed this to the Unity teams because I didn't see anything else out there yet. So I figured I'll just throw this up there. We got, a couple different prefabs, so you can actually turn on like a smaller planet. So all you got to do here is just turn this medium planet off, turn the small planet on. If you hit play, then the small planet is kind of centered, and this one is much smaller, but it might be cool to have like a smaller version of the game. I don't know. I don't know how many tiles we really want on the Earth. I think the medium one seems like a pretty good size, but I just wanted to have a couple different sizes available just because why not, I also put some of the background music in there as well. So if we play this now, you should hear. I only put like 2 songs in there for now, but they give it a nice little ambiance. And this larger planet has a lot more hexes, and that does start to slow down on the FPS. I think part of it's because I'm running the editor. If I actually maximize it, it'll run a little bit better as I turn. So just something to note, I guess, is that when you do use this larger level, it does get a little bit slower, but for the most part, getting okay FPS, especially when it's in maximized view. So yeah, that's like kind of what I got. We have a few materials in here. We have the models of the hex spheres. The scene that I'm using is called MR testing, MR_testing. And then we got 5 different scripts here. And some of those can be modified, or most of them can be modified right in the inspector. So one of the main ones here is the world. You change the turn speed, input delay, the drag speed when you're dragging the mouse. And all that stuff. The colors, I figure we're going to have the colors on here of the different color: healthy, neutral, unhealthy. We probably want a couple of different, maybe like sort of healthy as well. something between neutral and healthy, as like a lighter green. But you can set those colors right in the inspector, and that's probably the next kind of things to do, I guess, would be to add like a stat system to each spot. And I have an idea of how to do that, which I'm probably gonna get into tomorrow, and then have some kind of system that actually, like, you know, affects the different spots on you know, like an ongoing basis as the game is like playing. So and then, you know, the spots will change different colors and whatnot. But yeah, that's where I'm at.